Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode with Tactical Fox. Give me a moment while I eat. Alrighty guys, so strap your seatbelts in, grab your coffee. If you need a cigarette, get a fucking cigarette, because today's information is going to be a hard pill to swallow. So get ready to drink. It honestly bothers me with how quiet this car can be. Alright everyone, so today's topic is about a trending event right now, and this is probably going to get on everyone's nerves, but it needs to be said. For everyone out there thinking to get a tattoo, this message is for you. Before you get a tattoo, there's a few key things that you need to understand. Yes, tattoos are becoming more acceptable in modern day society, but there are still old holdings that tattoos are a sin. Now, I'm old school as hell. I believe that tattoos, all your tattoos, should have meaning. Instead of, oh, I really like that design, I want it permanently on my body because it is the embodiment of my style. I'm sorry people, your style changes over time. Now, there's also a thing that also needs to be understood. Brain. If you don't do the slap, you can't do the brain. And that comes down to the simple fact that they're of. Tattoos are a commodity, not a priority. On top of that, if you come into the tattooing world thinking that you're going to look badass with one butterfly tattoo, you're wrong. Just because you went through the pain doesn't mean you got the gain. Number 3, for your first tattoo, make it somewhere that is visible but not too visible. I highly suggest like the shoulder, the forearm, the calf, the thigh. Go for those before you go for shit like I have. I have my neck done, I have my hands done. Because there's something that needs to be understood. When you come into the tattooing world, you are immediately put on a list. Now I know you must be asking, Tactical Fox, what do you mean a list? Well, that's pretty plain and simple. You are immediately begun to be judged by everyone. Friends, family, your grandmother. Yes, your grandmother. She's the one that's probably going to be up the ass of the situation 99.9% of the time. I'm sorry, I love you, but fuck off. Now, I've been in the tattooing world since I was 15. That really needs to be understood. I've gotten to see the ins and outs of the tattoo realm, what needs to be there for a tattoo, and also the difference between a cheap tattoo and an expensive tattoo. Now, I have 27 tattoos total. Reminder, and definitely a note, if you go with the wrong artist and you choose to go with color instead of grayscale, that shit is not going to hold if the artist is inexperienced or the design is cheap. If you're going to go for color, pay the good money to have it done. Because trust me, if you go with a color tattoo and you pay little to nothing for it, the color's not going to last. Number 4, there is such thing as proper care for a tattoo. That is when you first get it, during the healing process, and even after. I am not sponsored by them, but I highly suggest checking out Hustle Butter. It is extremely good. I thoroughly enjoy it, and just a little dab will cover all of my tattoos. It is awesome. I highly suggest you check it out. I will leave a link to their information in the description below. Number 5, when going for a tattoo, find a tattoo shop that you are comfortable in. That is a big thing to the tattoo experience. If you go into the tattoo experience and you go into a tattoo shop that you don't feel comfortable in, the experience is not going to be good. So always make sure that you check out all of your options possible to make sure that you find the shop that you are most comfortable with. Also, make sure you're comfortable with the artists. The artists are going to play a big part in your experience. If your first tattoo is at a shop that you're not comfortable with, or with a tattoo artist that you're not comfortable with, you're not going to enjoy your first tattoo. Number 6. Your first tattoo. When I was told this at the age of 15, when I got my first tattoo, that I would be planning out my next tattoo when I was getting my first, I thought it was a joke. That shit's not a joke. I am up to 27 tattoos. During the process of getting each and every tattoo, I was planning out my next. To this day, I still do that process. Number 7. Getting the tattoo is cheaper than getting it removed. So make sure that you're going with something that you're going to want for the rest of your life. Make sure it holds a lot of passion, a lot of power, a lot of meaning. Because later down the line, and you don't want that anymore, you're going to pay 10 times more to get it removed. What I always do is I sit on a design for over a year. And if I go back to that design after a year and I still really want it, awesome. Now, mind you, I design a large amount of my tattoos. I am a custom tattoo artist. I will leave more information in another video regarding that and how I work. So if you want to contract me for any tattoo work or anything like that, please just let me know. Also, I will be giving photos of some of the tattoos that I have designed. Number 8. Tattoos are not easy to get. I stress that. Depending upon your pain tolerance will depend on how everything goes. It'll also depend on how many sessions it takes to get the piece done and everything like that. If you don't have a high pain tolerance, you're kind of screwed. Now, number 9. Number 9 is going to be fun. Number 9 comes down to the very, 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 very simple fact of be prepared to be under prejudice. I went over this earlier, but now I'm going to expand on it. You will be looked at differently by everyone. I'm going to tell you right now, I drive to work, but I have to take a shuttle to my actual work. And every single time I'm on there, people are staring at me because of my hands. And I automatically get judged and thrown into the criminal world. When in all reality, not a lot of criminals actually have their hands tattooed. It's just a stereotype. And finally, number 10. Tattoos will change you for the rest of your life. Your personality, your attitude, your emotions, everything. Tattoos are therapy. So, if you want to go with a tattoo instead of paying massive expenses to a therapy person, I don't need a therapist anymore. I just need a lot of tattoos. And it works. But that's my beginning to tattoos. I will be going a lot more in depth over time about tattoos, just some of the information I have. I'm going to see if I can do some sit downs with artists that I've been with and just do some small little interviews and tips and tricks for them. And I really hope you guys enjoy the content. If you like this video, please like and comment below. If you really enjoy it, please subscribe. I'm going to be doing my best in order to post more content like this. If anything, try and have a fantastic day. I'll catch y'all later. Thank you for tuning in.